Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Israel Brief Central with me, Rolene Marks, as I bring you the Israel Brief with your top stories making headlines in Israel. And of course, you know we do this every Monday to Thursday. And you can find us on our host website, Lay of the Land. So without further ado, and before we head off for a well-deserved rest, especially since it is really hot here in Israel, let's take a look at those headlines. Jerusalem is gearing up for the annual Pride and Tolerance March that should start momentarily. Meanwhile, police have been on high alert and have been carefully monitoring anti-LGBTQ type rhetoric. Earlier this morning, at least 3 people were arrested for sharing what amounts to insightful or hate speech. We expect about 2,000 police and border patrol guards to be distributed around the route of the march. Meanwhile, National Security Minister Itamar Ben-Gvir, contrary to requests from the organizers not to attend the march, has said that he will be there to oversee and ensure that no marchers are harmed. The minister went on to say that even though he is against this type of march, he doesn't want to see any of the marchers harmed. However, he is closely aligned to the extreme right Lahava organization, who have been online in recent days calling for participants to be shot or burned. The minister also said that Haredi counter-protesters should not be detained. Jerusalem has been a controversial venue for Pride over the last couple of years because many conservative and religious communities don't feel that the holy city is the place for such an event. However, it is the capital of the state of Israel, and Israel respects the civil rights and the freedom of expression and demonstration of all her citizens. Not to be left out with weighing in, Hamas issued a statement yesterday calling on Palestinians to protest against what they call a march of perversion. You can be sure that our security forces will be on watch for any events from extremists on either side. Hannah Nachenberg, 53 years old, who was critically injured in the Sbarro terror bombing 22 years ago, has passed away as a result of her wounds. We can't forget those dark days of the Intifada, where it was almost a daily occurrence that suicide bombings went off around the country, and Sbarro is probably one of the most infamous of those. Hannah spent the last 22 years in a coma and never got to see her children grow up. If you recall those dark days, suicide bombs would be packed with all kinds of ball bearings and shrapnel to cause maximum damage. Now, the Jordanians still have the mastermind behind the bombings, despite requests to extradite her to the United States. Both Hannah and several others who were murdered in the Sbarro bombings were dual Israeli and US citizens. Our prayers are with her family, and may her soul finally be at rest. And on the subject of Jordan, thousands of people, including royalty from around the world, and the press also huge fans of them, the Prince and Princess of Wales, very excited to see them arrive, have all arrived in Amman, Jordan for the royal wedding of Crown Prince Hussein and Saudi architect Rajwa Al Saif. They are about to begin their nuptials momentarily. Now, Israel will not be represented, not by the president or our ambassador in Jordan. Nevertheless, we say Mabruk, and we wish you a lifetime of happiness with your nuptials. And you know, we love a good Yulia story here on the Israel Brief. And yesterday there was notification that our favorite celebrity seal had swum south towards Gaza. Now, the IDF had issued a warning to Palestinians how to behave should Yulia come upon the beaches and start to rest, as she has been doing over the last couple of weeks in Israel. And I don't know any other country that gives a SEAL a military escort and monitoring, but we do so here in Israel. According to Gaza fishing authorities, Yulia alighted on the beach but quickly swam away. Smart SEAL that Yulia, she knows where it is not safe to be. And that's it for our top stories today. Don't forget to check out our website over this weekend at www.layoftheland.online. Our Facebook page is at Lottel's site. Our YouTube community is growing. Click on our subscribe button and you'll find our channel at the Israel Brief. And we're on Twitter at layoftheland5. I'm Rolene Marks, wishing you all a wonderful weekend. Shabbat Shalom. And I'll join you again on Monday for your top stories.